So I'm just going to touch on the removal of the center console very quickly because it's a job that's covered really well online in different DIY guides. So just quickly, you've got a couple of, after you've taken the armrest off, which is just by taking out your ashtray and your little heater, seat heat control and lock button, you take off, there's a 13 mil nut in the bottom of that, allows you to remove your armrest, and then you've got a couple more 13 millimeter nuts that you pull out that are just right here at the back. You're going to pop this decorative piece out from under the e-brake handle and then slide your cover off so that you can undo the couple of little connections. There's a little bracket in there that you need to take 2 screws out of. Once you have your shifter surround off, which you do just by pulling up and then getting at access to the underside of the shifter here, you can undo the little clamp that holds the boot on and the shift knob, slide that assembly out, take your ashtray out. So holding this in, this shifter surround area, we've got a couple of bolts here holding it in. There's a couple just on the inside here. There's one on either side here. We've also got a couple that are buried in there, and either side of the center console here as well, you've got a little decorative plastic plug that you're going to pop off, and there's a screw in behind there as well. And I think that's pretty much all you need to do. Oh yeah, you need to unhook your cigarette lighter wiring as well. And once you've got all that done, I mean, you know, go slow and give it a little tug, and if it is resisting, then you probably need to look at removing a couple more parts, but that should be just about it. And then you can just take the whole thing off, and it should just slide out like that. And that's all there is to it. Unplug your parking brake switch and then go ahead and remove your bracket for your armrest. After that, you're going to remove the 2 nuts and 1 bolt that are holding your parking brake handle to the car. The next thing you want to do is unhook your e-brake cables from their little hooks. The next thing you want to do is start to install your B7 parking brake handle. The first step is to hook your cables back up, and you'll probably want to do this before you set it down onto the little studs that locate it. Now, if your parking brake cables are too tight for you to get them onto the hooks, you can use a little screwdriver in the little hole next to the hooks, and if you twist that screwdriver a little bit just to release the detent while you're pulling the parking brake handle forward, it'll release the tension on the adjuster, and then that'll allow you to get your hooks on, or to have enough play once the hooks are on your adjuster so that you can put the parking brake handle on its proper studs. And now once you have the handle on the studs, you're probably going to want to release that detent in the adjuster again, and it'll actually snap the hooks forward and make sure that the cables are tight. The last thing you want to do is reconnect your parking brake switch. Now for the last bolt that's holding your handle down, you'll notice that just because the way the handle is mounted is a little bit different on the B7, you're actually going to need a longer bolt to hold that handle down. The last thing you're going to do is reinstall your armrest bracket. So one of the issues when we're swapping to a B7 console is the plug for the cigarette lighter. Now this is the B6 plug, and it's about this long, which is not nearly long enough. So I've got the B7 plug here, and I'm just going to cut and splice that in so that I have a little bit more length, and that way I can get back to the cigarette lighter, because on the B7 it's quite a bit further back in the console as compared to the B6. So now I've wired in my extra pigtail, soldered and heat shrunk all those connections. Should give me lots of extra space to fit onto my cigarette lighter in the console. And that should be all I need to do in order to put this console back on. Get that connected. Even with all that extra length, I'm actually quite tight because the connection's at the back of the lighter. Make sure my wires here don't get crushed. And that should be it. Now I should be ready to put all my hardware back in the console here. One thing I did want to mention was, with regards to this cover on here, I had a hard time finding any information on how to get it off. I ended up just by poking around with it, figuring out how to do it, but it's something I thought it would be worth mentioning. So if you have a look on the inside of this cover, you can just see right about there, you can see there's like a metal tab with a little hole in it, spring loaded. Now there's one on either side of that cover, just on the inside right here, and those fit onto a couple of plastic little nubs that are on the handle here. And so what I had to do was go in here with a screwdriver on either side and just pop those off to be able to slide this out. It made my life a lot easier getting this cover or console on and off, having this cover off, and it was definitely worth doing. And like I say, I had a hard time finding any information on it, so there it is for you. Now that you have your console back in, you can put your ashtray back in, your heater controls, your stereo, and your shifter surround. And the nice thing about the B7 console upgrade from the B6 is all of those components are the same between all the B6s and B7. So you can just take your parts that you removed from your B6 and stick them in the B7 console. You don't have to find the B7 equivalents and match your trims or anything like that. With your console all back together,
Now what you can do is you can put your seats back in the car and you're done. That's it for this little project.